Hello, everyone, from sunny Florida, 8:15 a.m. on April 1st. Hopefully not an April Fool's Day, as I'm heading to Cape Canaveral to view the launch of Artemis II this evening at 6:24 p.m. So the window, as I understand it today, is between 6 and 8:24 p.m. I am heading to a place called Sand Point Park, which is where I am going to park, I hope, and then walk to the Max Brewer Bridge, which is supposedly one of the okay places to watch the launch from. Everything else is sold out, and I mean everything. They're now expecting a crowd of 400,000 for this launch, so that's a big deal. The sun is out here, and I'm in Northeast Florida right now on the Atlantic, heading due south, and it's about a 1.5 hour drive. I don't know what it's going to be like when I get there. I watched the news and everything I could this morning. It looks like I'm in for a long lines, crowds, blah, blah, blah. So I'll give you some updates since we're taking the Tesla with us. I did charge it last night just in case, and I am currently at 64% state of charge on the way to Titusville, Florida. Just a quick update. I am south now of Daytona Beach, 73 degrees. Call it mostly sunny, some thin clouds, very little wind, so all that's good. And how efficient are we? Very. So heat and flat really works as you're driving. Still not much of a crowd as far as the road is concerned on I-95 South. That's good news. I am 37 miles from my exit. We are 15 miles from our exit. Traffic's still okay, but there have now been warnings on the highway, on the interstate here. The signs saying be prepared for delays because of today's launch. You could see that not extremely cloudy. There are some clouds, and so over here it looks pretty blue. So everything's still looking pretty good at 74 degrees as we continue to move towards our exit. I am a half mile from my exit, and I don't have any issues at all right this moment. So it must be pretty good that I left this early. It is 9:30 a.m. So I'm 2.7 miles from the car park, and still I'm in very good shape. So far, so good. Now we need a parking space at Sandpoint Park. I am parked at my destination here in Titusville. So the bridge is just over there where I'll be going to watch the launch later today. It's early, and it's 77 degrees at 9:41 a.m. Okay, well, I have my seat for today. I am under the Max Brewer Bridge, so the launch pad is out there someplace. All right, it's a bit breezy, but the news company is going to have their tripod right there in front of me, so I know that this is a pretty good spot. I'm going to zoom as best I can. I don't know if you could see it, but that is Artemis II right there, directly ahead on the launch pad. Fingers continue to be crossed that this launch takes place this evening. Crowd has really built up, by the way, and it's like a tailgate. So this is a local news anchor in front of me, and he has just advised me that they're going to be filming from here over to the launch pad over there, and told me that this is the spot. So we've done really good. Exactly 7 hours to go. So this will be a long day. We are now T-minus 6 hours, or just under 6 hours. We've had a couple of rain showers, Checking the weather, though, they expect that this will only improve as the day goes on. There's a boat that has a perfect viewing for it. And again, we look over, and there is Artemis II sitting and getting ready. Okay, we're at 5 hours now, and the weather continues to be rough. Very windy, and we're getting shower after shower, and I don't know if you could see out there. I'll try to zoom a little bit for you. You could see some rainstorms out there, and there is Artemis II. It does not appear to be raining there at this time, so we keep our fingers crossed. The weather forecast for launch is supposed to be pretty good. Testing 1, 2, 3, test. So we're down to 3 hours, and everything is go for today. It's still very, very windy. Some light rain, but it is all supposed to clear up very, very shortly. We are now under an hour. People are getting ready here. And, the weather has cleared a bit. It's even warmed up a little bit. And straight there is Artemis II. There's the vehicle assembly building again. And everything is all ready. Okay, we are now down to 5 minutes to go. It is straight over there. People are getting very excited. All right, we're down to 3 minutes, and it's building. So here we go. Everybody's excited. They're everywhere. There are people everywhere.
So excited. You can still see, right? Okay. You can see?
Okay, so here we go. We are at 2 minutes. 2 minutes. It is right over there. So everybody be ready. Everybody is looking around. We're now at 2 minutes, and still the hold is over that we had. So we no longer have a hold, and everything is fixed. We have breeze. Actually, it's a wind, waves. We have everything, and directly over there is Artemis II.
How many seconds? 45. 40. 35.
I think everyone's gonna know there's 10 seconds left.
There it goes. All right, you can see it lighting up. There it goes. There it goes. And there, it's up. It's up. Go, 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 go. How's that? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Yes, everybody is very excited here. Okay. USA! 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 We should get the noise soon. I hear it coming. Here it comes. Oh my God. Here it is.
You can feel it. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's wild. Hey. Oh my God.
First stage of the rocket. Back down.
Oh my God! There it is! Yeah, there it is! Oh my God, yes! I don't know if you can see it, but the boosters separated. Oh my!
Hello, everyone. I am finally leaving from the launch today. It's been an hour and 45 minutes to get out of the parking lot. I am finally driving, and I'm going to stop in Daytona and get a quick bite to eat and charge up so I have something when I get to my destination. It was awesome. It was absolutely amazing. It's so funny when it lights up, when it ignites to lift off, you don't hear anything. I bet you it took a half a minute before the sound actually got back to us. I'm going to try to do some work so you might be able to see the booster separation. I could see it with my eyes, but I couldn't tell if I got it on the camera. Anyway, I'll try to do that. So I'm going to tell you this was well worth it to do. I would encourage anybody to do it. My location underneath the Max Brewer Bridge was absolutely perfect. I had a clear line of sight to the pad and to the launch. It was very, very crowded, and so I'm not doubting at all that there were 400,000 people that showed up to watch this historical situation happen. So how about Tesla? Let's see what we're doing here. You could see when I finally got going, as you see the orange spike. Anyway, we're doing great on 217 watt hours per mile, which is super. Everything going really well there. I'm actually on Route 1. The traffic was so bad that navigation rerouted me up Route 1 rather than go directly out to I-95, because I'm not sure I ever would have gotten to I-95 tonight, to be quite honest with you. So I'm going to be on Route 1 heading north for just another 7 miles or so, and we'll see what happens then. I assume we'll start heading over towards Interstate 95. I'm back. I am in Mims, Florida. I'm not sure I've ever been here, but anyway, I'm in Mims, Florida, and I just turned to head west towards I-95. Navigation reroute is absolutely perfect. Great. Now, a negative, there were 6 speed limit signs the car never saw. They were absolutely in plain sight. I saw them. There was no issue. So the speed limit signs continue to be one of the issues when it comes to, it affects navigation, of course. So here we go on to I-95. Let's see how we merge onto I-95 at night. It is 9:20 p.m., 73 degrees. And as you saw for the launch, the weather cleared, which was kind of nice, because up till then it had been, at least where I was, it was a little iffy. The launch pad looked like it was always in the sun. We are merging very nicely here onto Interstate 95, and we're on. We are approaching our exit here in Daytona Beach, Holly Hill, Daytona Beach. And I don't know if you could see ahead, but we're going to go to Buc-ee's. I've not been doing as many Buc-ee's, and the reason is The roads are never great going into it. They're always very, very backed up, and it's extremely crowded. But again, they continue to have food and really, really clean restroom facilities. So let's see what happens here as we get off. I think we're going to make a right and a quick left, and let's see how the car does this. Navigation still is too slow, in my opinion, to make decisions. Just a second, I want to read this sign here. No turn on red except right lane. Neat. So the car did not make a right on red from that lane. That is good. Here we go. It would be good to be in the far left lane this time, and we are. So we're going to go left and a left, and the charges are at the far side here. But again, you could see getting off here, and this is 10 o'clock at night, and you can see how long it's taken us just to get off, to get to 2 lights so far. I have a green arrow. Let's see if we can get through this light. And we did. So we'll make this left. We're going to follow it by a second left. And then we'll go all the way to the back, meaning to the far entrance. Here we go. Those lights, that light was fine. You can see everybody making a left here, but actually the car knows that the chargers are all the way to the rear. So where those cars are turning up there, it is packed. It is absolutely packed, and perhaps spring break has a lot to do with it. So the chargers will be up here on the right. There goes a Cybertruck. Here are the chargers. Let's see where we go. Well, there are chargers in the back also. I don't know if they're new, but I never saw them before. I am at my destination, so I wondered how better or how best to end this trip. I think I found the perfect answer. First, I'll zoom a little bit here for you. And how's that for a perfect way to end a perfect day?